And we are wrestling with
Cursing puppets?
AEW Full Gear.
Alright, that's just as good. Oh,
That was entertaining though, cursing
yeah.
puppets. It's AEW Full
Full
Gear
gear.
is in a matter of minutes at this point, I suppose. And we're going to give you our last minute predictions, a sort of preview, so to speak. Our first match on the card is Orange Cassidy versus your boy John Silver. Who wins,
Ah,
Scooter?
very interesting. Um,
No parcellism.
now, and I think this is, you know, I'm going to keep on saying this. Orange Cassidy is going to waste. He really is. The AEW has dropped the ball with him not capitalizing on that momentum after the most mayhem and beating Chris Jericho not once but twice.
Are you saying they should have gave him the championship off of Cody?
No, not even saying that. I mean, he should have looked like more of a contender, and he should probably be at least in contention. Um, but this is an easy win for Orange Cassidy as AEW has clearly established that the Dark Order is more like the pecking order
That sounds about accurate.
because who do you call to do the job? The Dark Order. I would even say the Dark Order is this generation's job squad.
Um, yeah, that sounds pretty. That sounds scary accurate. And next up we have Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara in an Elite Deletion match. Like that wasn't like it
Yep,
wasn't
it's
smart enough
happening.
to finish with just the match that they had at All Out.
Well, and I believe this is happening at the Hardy compound.
I don't know if it's a cinematic match or not. We're being joined by
Um,
Mitch Mayhem though.
Yo, what up? See me on cam?
Yes.
What's up?
Hello. We are talking
uh,
about Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara in the Elite Deletion match.
yeah. If this is happening at the Hardy compound, it's Matt Hardy's win all the way.
What about you, Mitch? What are your thoughts on the Elite Deletion match?
So, okay, real quick. I just got home. I rallied in here. I gotta go take a piss. But say real quick. Say that again.
Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara.
Matt Hardy.
Okay, thank you. Um, I'm just worried that Sammy Guevara isn't going to badly injure Matt Hardy this time around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if this is happening at the Hardy compound, I pray to God AEW is taking precautions.
I would hope so. Next up, we have Chris Jericho versus MJF. This is an interesting one, no, Scooter?
Yeah, Chris Jericho and MJF have been putting out some of the more entertaining stuff AEW lately, and
Polarizing would be the better description.
I mean, quite frankly, if you really didn't know any better and you asked the average fan what's the main event of Full Gear, they would probably say Chris Jericho and MJF.
And
Okay, I'm back.
hello?
Sorry. Yeah, I said I'm back. I'm sorry.
We're talking about Chris Jericho and MJF now.
Okay. What about it?
But if MJF wins, he becomes a member of the Inner Circle. I would expect MJF to win only for Chris Jericho to renege on the stipulation and just not let him join anyway.
I can see that happening.
My question is, should MJF join the Inner Circle?
No.
No, I was just gonna say, absolutely fucking not. There's no reason. It doesn't help him at all. If anything, it would push the Inner Circle. You need to have him on his own. He's a star on his own. You don't need him in a stable. That is an anchor on his foot, in my opinion.
But if he does join, won't
He's a loner. The way his character is, he's a fucking loner.
Well, no, but hear what I'm saying.
Except for Wardlow, but yeah, that's his henchman, not his friend.
What I'm saying is, if MJF joins, then maybe there's a little bit of tension as who's the real leader of the Inner Circle.
Okay, so let me give you an analogy that I think fits this perfectly. Someone gets traded to another football team, and there's these veterans that have been on this team forever, and this new guy comes in. You think they're just gonna let things be, and it's just gonna be, hugs and kisses? No, that's not how life works.
Yeah, right now. But if somebody from the Inner Circle questions Chris Jericho,
they're not going to allow. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you let someone from outside of your literal inner circle come in and not be, especially the way he's coming in? If he has to win his way in and then not be suspicious, that's just stupid storytelling if you don't fill it out that way.
So, Scooter, you went with MJF, correct?
Do you
Mitch?
not see my point in it, though? Real quick, I'm sorry.
No, I understand what you're getting at.
Okay, go on.
Who wins the match, though, Mitch?
You know what? Screw it. I think MJF's going to do some chicanery, but then Jericho, I kind of agree with Scooter that Jericho's going to pull a fast one on him and say, yeah, think twice.
All right.
When I heard him say that, I was like, that sounds like Jericho.
Next up, AEW Women's Championship match. Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose. Who wins, Scooter?
They should keep it on Shida. But I've got a bad feeling about this, that they're going to give it to Nyla Rose. I'm going to say Shida, but I'm expecting Nyla Rose.
What about you, Mitch?
Say again?
Shida versus Nyla Rose.
Cheetah.
I mean, this is just a recycled match because there's nobody for Shida to actually wrestle. Am I wrong on that opinion?
Nyla Rose just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. It feels forced. It feels like you're forcing a square peg through a triangle hole.
No, you're absolutely right about that. It seems, okay, well, Britt's not available, Big Swole's not ready. Who should we put against Shida? Oh, well, Nyla's is available.
Right. Okay. You just said it. Who's available? Who do we have? Not who's best for this spot. It's, oh
Yes.
shit, we need a spot to fill. We need this person.
Unfortunately, that seems like the whole story of the women's division at this point.
There are enough independent. They had got Statlander. They can find
Injured.
independent talent. They just have
Yes.
to develop them correctly.
I mean, you're absolutely right about that, but Statlander got injured, so it's
Quick.
kind of like
Okay,
two steps forward, one step
here's my
back.
point. She's one of the few they were trying to develop.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you.
NXT and WWE 10 times better at developing talent by
Yes.
far.
No, you're absolutely right. AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament Finals. Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page.
And this is the match that people have been waiting for.
Well, who wins, Mitch?
Hangman.
Ooh, Hangman. What about you, Scooter?
Well, most people don't realize that this AEW has done this match before.
Well, not with this build-up though. They were friends before, and now there's an actual like hatred in storyline's sake.
I mean, quite.
They were buddies, and now there's a break happening. I'm just saying.
I mean, I would probably. I'm gonna go with Kenny.
Why would you go with Kenny?
Because it's opposite of me. No.
Because I think AEW is going to pull the trigger on a Kenny Omega title reign.
Oh. Well, he deserves it. He was New Japan champion for how long?
6 months.
I think he could carry the world title. Well, it seemed like forever then.
I'll be the tiebreaker here. I actually think that they should go with Hangman Page.
You got to build Hangman. Omega's already made. This will solidify Hangman. And then you can still build this feud and have Omega have a payoff later, and he can still win the title, and like an Owen Brett situation. You build Owen, and you still have Brett win the title.
That's actually a good point. And if Hangman does it in a nefarious way, that wouldn't surprise me, and it would be the best.
I think see, if it was me, I would do the opposite. I would have Omega turn heel because no one would see it coming. But
I feel like they botched that at
They did botch it, but if you did it right, I think he could pull it off. But you'd have to do it out of nowhere, and I think it would work. But Hangman is good at having a brooding, the way he's playing it up. It's perfect. He is a great actor. I think he does his spot very well.
Next up, we have AEW TNT Championship match: Cody versus Darby Allin. Even if Darby was to win this match, nobody would still know who he was at the supermarket.
Okay, real quick. I didn't go to a supermarket, but I did ask a friend. I showed the picture. And I said, hey, what is this? Who does this look like to you? Do you know who this is? Do you want to know the answer I got?
Yes, I do.
My friend asked me, did you take a picture of that person in a store? Walking by. They thought it was just a normal person.
Well, I'm really glad you shared that with us. It just confirms
in fact, my other friend, my female friend, goes, he looks like he's trick-or-treating.
We don't know what Darby Allin does in his free time.
No, but she thought he was like a 16-year-old kid.
Tom, I'm joking.
Yeah, like a teen.
Alright, on all serious, Cody versus Darby Allin, who wins?
You're asking me that and you prefacing that by saying serious?
Yes.
Cody, you dimwit. Come on now.
Well, I thought it was a serious question. Fuck you.
Seriously stupid. No, I'm joking.
What about you, Scooter?
Something is telling me that it's going to be Darby.
I mean, if he doesn't win this one, in all seriousness, then it kind of destroys the building blocks of making him a superstar, doesn't it? He hasn't beat Cody yet.
Yep.
Next up, AEW Tag Team Champion.
Real quick before you proceed, I think I've been pretty consistent in saying that I never saw Darby Allin as a star. You keep saying, "Oh, you need to make him look strong." I think he's a fart in the wind, dude, or a fart in church, whatever analogy you want to take.
I'll take both, but they're trying to build him as a superstar.
Okay,
And
well, remember what I said earlier about AEW not being really good at in terms of picking the right talent and developing them? Well, there
yes.
you go. There's a perfect example.
How about this, Mitch? Would you maybe change your perspective if Darby Allin wins this match?
No, I don't. I don't see anything in him. There's a million people like him. He looks like me. I'm skinny like him. That's my physique. Okay. I'm just saying there's like I don't see what makes him special other than other people like that. I just don't.
Alright. Going on to the next match, AEW Tag Team Championship match. FTR versus the Young Bucks. And if the Young Bucks lose, they will never challenge for the AEW Tag Team Championships ever again.
like saying Shane McMahon will never come back to his father's company.
Correct.
Yeah, like I believe that. Okay.
Who wins the match, though, Mitch?
Well, the Bucks and who? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
FTR.
My ADHD. Oh. I would have said FTR, but I don't see the Bucks not ever going for the titles. The Bucks. That's just not possible, I don't think.
This is a dream match that we've been waiting for what, 5 years
Yeah, and I
now?
thought FTR would take the first match, but this puts its spin on it.
What say you, Scooter?
Also, Tully Blanchard is banned from ringside for this match.
How about, but you know who isn't and who still is loosely affiliated with them?
Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Not
Arn
to mention
Anderson's going
Sean
to probably.
Spears.
Arn Anderson, I think, would probably. And you know what? I would even say if Darby Allin and Cody go on before this, and Darby wins, imagine Cody and Arn having a impact on this match and forming a group with FTR.
But Cody kind of already has his own group, the Nightmare Family. So he would be leaving that behind to join.
Yeah, I mean, he's not. I mean, the Nightmare Family was a concept that existed for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's true.
As soon as it was created, it was dismantled, and now there's only the natural nightmares, Dustin and QT Marshall. So, I'm I would even, this would really be I could see Cody interfering for the Bucks with Arn, and you get a battle of the brainbusters almost, and uh, um, or you try to relive, you try to do a better version of Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard without Sean Spears. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
You think Tully will ever leave Sean Spears?
Did he did leave him like once or twice already?
But he keeps coming. But they keep coming back together.
Yeah. Obviously, they don't have creative for these two. Those two people.
So it's not like Tully's like abandoning him completely. Obviously,
they haven't banned Tessa Blanchard from ringside.
What I mean is, storyline wise, they keep bringing each other together. They keep coming back together in the storylines.
And that brings us to our AEW World Championship main event: Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston in an
real quick. Whenever you say AEW, I hear TNA. But anyway, go ahead.
AEW.
You don't get what I'm saying?
No.
They mirror each other. Old TNA and AEW mirror, to me, are very much alike.
Yeah, I could.
Like 2008, 2006, 2010 TNA. That was the best of TNA, in my opinion.
Maybe 6 sides.
Maybe to 11, but when you get past 11, Bischoff and Hogan shitted on that bed so hard. They ruined it.
Well, I will say Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston is one of those matches that I'm actually really looking forward to. I think this is a really.
I've seen Eddie Kingston wrestle many times. So.
I think this is a really good main event for them. Mitch, who wins the match?
Okay. My ADHD, I heard what you said, but it's Eddie Kingston versus who again?
Moxley.
Moxley. Oh, well, come on. You think they're going to let Moxley take an L? No, that's not happening. Moxley.
What about you, Scooter?
Well, considering this is, the pride of CZW.
That matters here? Okay.
This is going to be bloody and brutal.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
This is going to be hardcore, ultra violent. This match will probably put XPW to shame.
Hold on, that's not necessarily just CZW. That's just fucking Eddie Kingston.
But the fact that this is an I Quit match, I'm going to say it's going to be a no contest.
No, I don't think that
think both men that the referee's going to call it after both men are bleeding so profusely.
What I think will happen is, I think that, like you said, it'll get gory, it'll be bloody, it'll be gnarly, dude. And Eddie Kingston will get his hits in big time, and it'll look close for a while, but eventually Mox will hit that big move and like bust him through a glass coffin or whatever and get the win. Watch.
But will he make him say I quit?
Get the win means make him say I quit. Okay, when I say hit the big move, means the finish. Okay.
I don't know. Selfishly,
so that means making him quit, obviously.
Selfishly, I kind of want Eddie Kingston to win the match. Dude,
wait. Okay. used to idolize Eddie Kingston when I was starting because I watched a few of his matches before I got in because he was doing the indie circuit back then in 2004, 2005. I'm a huge Eddie Kingston fan. I want him to win too. I'm just telling you what I think they want.
And, other than it just being, a shit heel move to quit, and maybe non-kayfabe Walt, Eddie Kingston really has no reason to quit. I mean, he could basically die in the middle of the ring before he quits, legitimately. Well, Moxley actually has a family to not quit for. You know what I mean?
What you're saying is it's dangerous. Yeah, a man with nothing to lose is the most dangerous thing.
Yes. And Moxley has a lot to lose if he doesn't say I quit to Eddie Kingston. All I'm putting out there. But we will definitely see. And we will definitely cover it next week on the show. Until then, we will conclude our coverage of AEW Full Gear Preview.